Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Greetings, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this Monday afternoon, May 15th, 2023. If you are looking to learn how to trade, you have come to the right spot. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to change your financial trajectory and make you help you become your best self by teaching you how to currency trade with our proprietary trading indicators. And we do that with personalized one-on-one training. So with that, let's jump right in. We first need to listen to this guy, and then we can get going.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
We have multiple purposes in doing these sessions. One is it's a teaching mechanism to show you. We've got a dozen different trade strategies, and different traders like different strategies depending on their risk profile and preferences. So I'm going to show you the one that I prefer, which is something called the 10-point trade. Second is to demonstrate that once you've been taught how to use the strategy, that it does work, and that you can see it for yourself by following what I do and copying what I do. When you are a member, we have live trades every day. We've got one at 10 in the morning, which tends to be a little scalp trade. We also have one at 10 in the evening, where typically they're going for more than 10 pips. And then the key to being a good trader is kind of the continuous reinforcement of the strategies that we're teaching you, and we do that by having a meeting every Wednesday evening. And then again every Saturday morning, where we're continuously reviewing the various strategies and taking questions. So with that, let's jump in. I work off of a little checklist every day. Good habit to restart your green chart to clear out the memory and make sure you get any updates. At the end of every day, it's a good habit to also check out what trades didn't go the way you thought, and to go back and try to figure out why. That investment in the figuring out why pays great dividends. And with our trade simulator, you're able to go right back to the specific moment that you took to trade, look at what the signal was telling you, and see, analyze what didn't go right. And if you can't figure it out, the great thing about the program is you got a team here that will help you take a look and figure it out. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action, and that's what our indicators are very good at helping us figure out what direction the move is going in. And if we can figure out what direction the move's going in, we can make some money. However, news impacts currency prices. So we want to know when there are scheduled news events so we can trade around that. And we get that by going to forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into 3 categories. Yellow, which is low impact, orange, which is medium impact, and red, which is high impact. I look for the red items and I want to trade around those red items. And we have no red items coming up till 2 in the morning on the pound. So any trade that we take now will close before this. So we've got nothing to worry about. And then the next red items are tomorrow morning. There's some stuff on the Canadian dollar at 8:30 and the US dollar at 8:30. So with that, we've got clear sailing. The trade I am going to do is, as I said, the 10-point trade, one of a dozen different strategies that we have. And when we train you, we will customize a trade plan around your preferences, your risk profile, and how you like to trade, your availability to trade. On this trade, I do it off of a 1-hour chart. You could do it off of any time chart, but 1 hour suits me. I like to get in and get out. I want to be 30 minutes into the chart to have the chart a chance to form. On a 1 hour chart, a trade's worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips, and 11 pips is my sweet spot. And I am looking for the trade to close within 1 to 3 hours. And the goal is really to just get all the lines to line up from all 3 sections of the chart. And when I do that, that is a high probability trade that allows me to get in and get out quickly. And if I can get 2 or 3 trades a day, I will be making pretty good money. So with that, let's get right into it now. The chart I am trading off of is something called the Light 6 Major chart, which is a composite chart that's going to show me 6 different currency pairs, all on a 1 hour candle. And on this first set of charts, it's all US based. So this on the first chart, it's AUD USD. I'm starting with the middle part of the chart. I am looking for situations where this middle part of the chart is called the majors and minors. The red and green line is the major indicator. Black and gray is the minor indicator. I am looking for situations where the lines are above this horizontal blue line, which is the overbought line. When the lines are above this blue line, the market's overbought. So that's a good time to sell. Or when the lines are below this red line is the oversold line, that is a good time to buy. And specifically what I'm looking for is when the lines are above, I want them all pointed down, kind of like we have here. And I want there to be a double cross where the red line is crossed over the green and the black line is crossed over the gray. Ideally, I want the red and green line just entering the channel, which we have here. Don't mind that the minors have kind of run through the channel and are almost oversold. So here I have 3 points. One that we're overbought, 2 that the lines are all going down, and 3 I've got the double cross. What I don't like here is the green line looks like it might have a little bit of a kink in here. And the slope of the green line, and this kink is going from more steep on the back part of the line to less steep. It almost looks straight, but I think there might be a little kink in there. And this section of the line, the steepness is a little bit less than 45 degrees. I'd like to have it more than 45 degrees. So with that, for right now, I'm going to pass on this because I want to see if we've got something better. AUD USD is a sell. We might come back to this. Euro USD, I don't have agreement. Both lines are in the middle of the channel, majors and minors, and majors are going up, minors are going down. Pound USD, similar. It's a little bit similar to the AUD USD. Overbought, everybody's coming down. I do have the double cross. Here, the minors are quite steep, where looks like in 1 hour we went from overbought to oversold. Here on the majors, the green line, see, we lost. It had a double kink in it. Here we went from more steep to less steep, and then there was a kink in it. And we just kind of lost it. It might be coming back a little bit, where we're going from less steep to more steep. Again, the steepness on this is a little less than 45 degrees, and I don't like that. I like to have it a little bit more than 45 degrees. I also would prefer to have the green line entering the channel. We got this big gap here, and because of that big gap, it may flounder up here for a while. Other thing I'm not crazy about, and I'm going over stuff just so that you can kind of see how I think about things, is the time of day. In England right now, it's 3:40 here, so add 5 hours, it's 8:40. So trading is over in England. I like to have one of these in the daytime, and right now, both of these are not, we're at the end of the day for the US. So on the 1 hour chart, I want there to be active trading. Now you'll see in a little bit at the end when we do the overnight trade, because we're trading off of a day chart, it doesn't matter that the pairs aren't current. But on a 1 hour chart, it does. Dollar, Canadian dollar, oversold. Everybody's going up. More steep, less steep, more steep. So this is okay. This is the major line. The green line on the major is kind of right at 45 degrees, I would say. When I have this, then I'm going to jump up to the TNT. So I've got all three points that I'm looking for. One, we're oversold. Two, the lines are all going up. And three, the green line's on top and the gray line's on top. Once I have three here, I'm going to jump up to the TNTs, and I'm going to count how many lines are supporting the buy signal I'm seeing here. And the thick orange is going up, which is supporting buy. Thin orange is going down, so only one of the two oranges. On the blue lines are inversely related. And what that means is when blue goes down, that means buy. So the thick blue is telling me buy. But the dotted blue is horizontal, if not, might be, it's either horizontal or going up slightly. So horizontal isn't going down. So I only have two of the four signals here telling me to buy. So with that, I'm going to pass. I want to have at least three. And when I get agreement across all three sections, that's a high probability trade. And that's what I'm looking for, and I only need a couple. Dollar Swiss franc, oversold. Everybody's going up. I've got the double cross. I'm in the channel. The majors are in the channel, which is okay. I'm okay taking a trade if it's less than halfway, which this is. But again, I don't like the kink. We've got a kink going from more steep to less steep. And here it kinked. It was steep. This was at a good angle. It got steeper, and now it's getting less steep. So I don't want to take it. Dollar yen. oversold and going down, so nothing there. So I've cloned this chart. I've got another pair of 6 euro pound, oversold, everybody's going up. I've got the double cross. The green line is just about in the channel. So this is a good setup here. I like this setup. Up on the TNTs, I don't have support. The 2 orange lines are horizontal. Thick blue is going down, so that's telling me buy, but this is the only one telling me buy. The other problem here is, it's 8 in Europe, and it's 9 to 10 in Europe, depending on where you are in Europe. So that's not good to take a trade off of a 1-hour chart. Australian dollar yen. Overbought. Everybody's coming down. I've got the double cross, and we're in the channel, and the green line has gone from less steep to more steep. So I like this. This is a good setup here. Got all 3 points. Plus, I like the steepness of the green line, which is a plus. Up on the TNTs, the 2 orange lines are going down. 2 blue lines are going up. So all 4 are telling me sell. And when I jump down to the TNTs, I want down pressure, which means the lines are going down. The lines aren't going down, they're going up. But I have the red line on top. Red line on top counts for a point. So I've got 1 point here, 3 points here, 4 points here for a total of 8 points. I need 7 points. Hold on a second. This is my son, and he usually doesn't call me, so it's usually an emergency. So hold on. Hello. You go across the breezeway. Look to the right. You go across the breezeway. You know the breezeway? Hello? Hello? It's in spot 289. You go across the breezeway, make a right, and it'll be like the second car in on the left. Bye. Anyways, he has a car, and I changed the oil for him this morning, and I left it back at school for him so that he could drive home. And he couldn't figure out where I told him that it was, and took a picture and showed it. And the spots are numbered in the high school driveway, in the high school parking lot. So, but anyways, you should be able to find it now. All right, so getting back to this, AUD JPY. We have 8 points here. I like this. So once I have the setup, I want to confirm it. And I'm going to confirm it by looking at a 2 and a 4 hour chart. And so it's a AUD, and it's going to be morning time. It's approaching morning time in these markets. So we're going to do AUD JPY. And so this is the signal we were looking at. What I'm looking for is basically I want to see that we're overbought on the 2 hour and overbought on the 4 hour. The lines don't necessarily need to be going down, but here the majors are, so that's good. And here they are. So I'm overbought on both of them. So I like that. Now, let's save this. I want to figure out what's the trade worth. And to figure out what the trade is worth, I want to look at a clean chart and drop some support and resistance in there. So let's go to here, AUD, JPY. So support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. And I want to know where those are so I can trade around those natural stopping spots. And what I'm going to do is I am going to crunch the chart up so that I can get more data points to draw that support and resistance in. And if it's something I trade all the time, I already have a chart with the support and resistance on it, but I don't trade the AUD JPY. So it seems to stop in here, over here, over here, over here, over here, a little bit over here. On the Euro USD, these on a 1 hour chart, these spots are about 30 pips apart, 30, 40 pips apart. So it stopped in here, stopped in here, stopped in here, over here. I might drop one more above and one more below. Let's see. Over here, over here, over here, over here. Now that we see it, I'm going to pull it out. Then I want to know what the trend is, because how many pips I'm going to take is going to be a function of, so like back here, clearly an uptrend. So if I'm going to take a sell in an uptrend, I'm going to take less pips because I don't want to take a sell here and then all of a sudden it starts moving up here. I'm going to get stopped out. But I could take a sell here, get a little bit off of it while it still goes up. Here, it looks like today, it looks like we've had a big up day. I wouldn't really call it a trend, but it is kind of going up. And I want to know how many pips we've got to these lines. So 7.5 down, 11 up. This is a little tight for a support and resistance. Usually it's a little bit more than that. So 7.5 pips down. What I'm trying to decide is if it's worth taking for 7.5 pips down, or if this is really the support line down here to here. And then if we were to do that, that's 28 pips. So this takes a little bit of thinking about what you want to do. So to here, it's 13 pips. Let's go back and look at the chart again. I'm trying to decide if I want to trade through that line or not. Let's go ahead and I'm not going to trade. I'm going to do the more conservative thing. We'll trade up the line. We'll take 8 pips, a sell on the AUD JPY for 8 pips. You can put it in your simulator, or if you're using MetaTrader 4, this is a demo account. To take this trade, I am going to first open up AUD JPY. So I'm going to go to File, New Chart. It's not in that group. It's not in that group. AUD JPY, here it is. I'm going to make it an hour chart so the candles look similar. There's $9,800 in this demo account. So the lot size, I'm going to move this decimal place over 4 spots. So it'll be a 0.98. So I'm going to just round up to a lot size of 1. I could go anywhere from a lot size of 0.5 to a lot size of 2. But to have 2 open trades, I am going to go to a lot size of 1, and I'm going to click Sell by Market. It drops in the sell. I'm going to right click on it on the order, go to Modify. I want 8 pips. 8 pips is 80 points. You just add an extra 0. I click on the little blue Copy As button, and it does the math for me. We're going to use a 3-to-1 stop loss. So I'm going to take 8 pips to take profit. I'm going to use a 24 pip stop loss. So I'm going to add an extra 0 because we're doing points. Click the little red button. It does the math. And I want to make sure that I see all of the stop loss and the take profit. So we did a sell on AUD JPY with a take profit of 91.094, a stop loss of 91.410. And I would expect this to close within about 3 hours. If you wanted to be more aggressive, you could probably go down to, you can make it 13 pips and go down to here, where this the base of the second green candle going back, which matches here. Okay, so we took 1 trade. I've got a question. Why do I use a demo account? Because I'm not supposed to show you my live account. So so that's why I do it on a demo account. I will take the trade in my live account though once we get off the Zoom. Now for the overnight trade. The overnight trade is off of a day chart. And I like to do it when there's 1 hour left in the trading day. The trading day starts at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And right now we are 1 minute away from going into that 1 hour left in the day chart. And what I want to look at is what is going on with the this is kind of a modified version of the 10-point trade. And I'm specifically interested in what the green line is doing on the majors. And here we're oversold and the line is going up. So that's telling me buy. When I drop down to a 12-hour, it's telling me buy. When I drop down to the 8-hour chart, it is telling me buy, not as strong. And on the 4-hour, we're going down. On the 2-hour, we're going down. On the 1 hour, we're going up, and we've got a little bit of a duck bill. So on this, well, I'm going to just wait for this last 14 seconds to change, but we're going to take an 11 pip buy on the Euro USD. 11 pip buy on the Euro USD. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. So you can put that in your simulator, or if you're using MetaTrader 4, I'm going to go to new order, buy by market. I'm going to keep my lot size the same. Right click, go to modify or delete. We're going to go for 11 pips, which is 110 points. And we're going to go 35 pip stop loss, which is just a little bit over 3 times. I find this 35 pip stop loss gets us works better than on the Euro USD. So I click the copy as, it calculates the number. I put it in. So we've got a buy on the Euro USD with a take profit of 1.08863, a stop loss of 1.08405. Again, that is a take profit of 1.08863, stop loss of 1.08405. And now let's take a look at the pound yen. Here, we're a little over midway. Green line's going up, and it's going up very steeply. So I like this as a buy. I get confirmation on the 12-hour. I get confirmation on the 8-hour. It's flat on the 4-hour, starting to come down on the 2-hour and coming down on the 1-hour. So I like this for a 22 pip buy on the pound yen. 22 pip buy on the pound yen. So you can see we've taken 2 trades, and my margin level is a little over 1,000. I like to keep this above 1,000. It allows me to work out of a bad trade if a bad trade comes up. So when I do that little trick of moving the decimal place over 4 spots, I can have 2 open trades. We're going to take a third trade. That's going to probably move it down to about 700. But since this is a demo account, that'll be all right. So we've got new order. It's going to be a Great Britain pound JPY. It's going to be a buy. I'm going to keep my lot size the same at 1, buy by the market. I'm going to right click on it, modify. This is going to be worth 22 pips. 22 pips is 220 points. Click the blue copy as button, and we're going to use a 3-to-1, which is 660. Click the red button, does the math. On this trade, it's basically the same strategy, but if you only go for 11 pips, the pound yen is much more volatile than the Euro USD. So it bounces around more. And on that bouncing around, if the stop loss is too tight, it's going to cause you to stop out. And I don't want to stop out if I can avoid it. So I want to make the stop loss big enough so it doesn't stop me out on kind of normal volatility. So here at 22 pips, that 66 pip stop loss is pretty hard to stop out on. So we took a buy on the pound yen with a take profit of 170.685, 170.685, a stop loss of 169.805, stop loss of 169.805, and I will send these coordinates out to you in just a few minutes as soon as we get off the line. The euro dollar and the pound yen, I don't expect them to close for about 6 hours. This AUD JPY expected to close within 3 hours. Thank you for joining me. Always an honor to have you with me. We'll be doing this again tomorrow morning at 6:30. If you're looking to learn how to trade, our tools are the best in the business, and we will teach you how to use them in a way that you can make money. And we're so confident that we'll let you trade with our money and split what you make. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.